Guy's lightweight 6.5 Creedmoor Ridge Carbon is about to get a target stock upgrade. Gavin Gear here from UltimateReloader.com. We're back with Guy Miner. Thank you for joining us, Guy.
It's good to be here.
Always good to have you on the channel. And this is your new lightweight hunting rifle. What is this thing?
That is a Bergara Ridge Carbon in 6.5 Creedmoor.
And which is a new thing for you, right? Especially for hunting.
Yeah. And I like it. It was with me on the mule deer hunt. Sadly, I did not get a shot at a mule deer.
Yeah, maybe next time. I like this rifle for hunting because it's got a lightweight stock. It's got the carbon barrel. It's got the threaded muzzle, right? It's got a Omni brake on there. You could put a different type of brake on there, suppressor, right? And just very, very trim. You know, it doesn't have the detachable box magazine set up or anything like that. But what if, since this is 6.5 Creedmoor, you wanted to take it more in a long-range shooting direction, even for an afternoon?
You have already done some really nice shooting with this. I think we've got a half MOA group out of it at 100. And I took it out to 300 and beyond, getting ready for the mule deer hunt. It shot real well, but the stock, you know, the stock could be better.
It's not what it's for. Yeah, exactly. It's for minimalism, right? When you go target shooting, you need a little bit more rigidity, different ergonomics. So let's see what we've got here. This is the Boyds At-One, a stock that I've been really looking forward to trying out. And I thought, hey, wouldn't this be fun to pick this up for Guy and to do something different? This takes things in a totally different direction, does it not?
That's different.
Why don't you hold it? We'll go through the specs and features. Yeah, this is gonna take the rifle in a different direction and should be fun. So let's get the stock installed, and then we'll go over kind of all the features and specs and kind of give a lowdown on it.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we got what we need here. I've got my new Wheeler Professional Fat Wrench screwdriver set. Not only does it have all the bits, but it also has this torque limiting screwdriver. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the swap. So one thing we were just talking about is it can help with these Bergaras and a lot of rifles to preset the magazine box on the receiver before you go ahead and slide it together.
One of those simple little things that helps.
Yep. Okay, so when I'm tightening these down, what I like to do is more or less get things to where you feel them bear down a little bit, back the torque off just a little bit, and then we're gonna give it a little bit of a set against the recoil lug. Now we can switch over to our fat wrench and go ahead and finish torquing it. I'm also gonna check up here and hold the fore end to feel for barrel movement as I'm tightening things down, especially with that front action screw. I like to get the front action screw a little bit tighter and leave just a little bit less torque on that back action screw. Get the bipod on and we'll be done. Well, check that out. See what you think. We've drastically changed the personality of this rifle in just a couple minutes, huh?
We have. Feels good. Didn't add a lot of weight even with a bipod on there.
Yeah.
A little bit of weight maybe. Oh, I gotta make some adjustments back here.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, it feels good.
Okay, so actually speaking of that, I don't know if you saw, but there's a button here. This one is a little bit stiffer. You push on it, adjust your length of pull there, and then you push on this guy and the cheek riser comes up like that. So that's that. Next, let's go over features and specs. All right, let's talk features and specs. Now, if you start with the configurator from kind of the Boyds homepage, you're going to be able to pick your action and different options for the rifle, that kind of thing. There's also an At-One landing page where you'll find all of this information. So Boyds calls this the Bring It butt pad, length of pull adjustment. It's got the button. The button is hard to press, and that's by design. You don't want it flying off in the field.
No.
Don't ask me how I know that's a problem. Rigger Precision Rifle, going through deep brush. I came back. I had no butt pad.
No way.
And rods. The whole assembly came on. So I like that. It's also got the Bring It comb adjustment so that we can take that cheek riser and raise it.
I'm going to really appreciate that. The Ridge Carbon's a great rifle, but that comb is pretty low, especially with a scope that's big like this, sitting up high.
We've also got 2 QD cups for single point sling attachment, which is kind of a nice option to have in the field, right?
Very much
Put a
so.
glass, something, whatever, up, down, yeah, it's good stuff. The other distinctive thing about the At-One is the interchangeable and replaceable panels. This is called the lower butt stock. This is intended to be protection, and it's a replaceable panel if it gets scratched up, dinged, whatever happens, and you need to swap that out. Just 2 screws for that. And then we've got the grip panels, right? This is the more swept back design. There's also one that is a little bit more vertical for target applications.
Sure. And those vertical ones have become really, really popular in the last 20 years with custom-made stocks and even factory stocks now.
Yep.
So you can snug that rifle right into your shoulder.
Then we also have an interchangeable fore-end panel. This is the standard non-target panel. The target panel is wider, so it's going to give you more stability like on a front bag,
Right.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, that would be real nice at target shooting. See what the rifle will do with whatever the best loads we can come up with.
Absolutely. And like all Boyd stocks in this category, they do have solid hardwood stocks, but predominantly these stocks are laminate, which is really great because it takes some of the irregularities and irregular properties and responses out of the wood, right? Your moisture, your humidity, basically, temperature, that kind of thing. It's homogeneous, basically, which is kind of a nice platform for your rifle to sit on.
Pretty much weatherproof. And, even right here in our area, we can be at 100-degree temperatures when bear season opens August 1st.
Yep.
And then by the time bear season's done, November 15th, it can be cold.
Yep.
Cold, snowy, nasty, raining, kind of like it is recently.
Right. Yeah, you just don't have to worry about it.
No.
And the other thing I'm looking at is, so this was for the Ridge Carbon, right? I'm looking at things like how is the inlet for the bottom metal. This has really nice tolerances and fit there. The bolt handle fits nice and centered up. I like the fact that they gave it good clearance on both sides, which not all stock makers do. They almost make it a game to see how tight they can make it, right?
Not good. I'm working that bolt. I don't need to be messing around.
Yep. Ejection port opening lines up nicely, and we have a free float, which Guy tested with a $1 bill, and we have nice even gaps on both sides. So I think Boyds gets an A+ on their job for this particular rifle package and for the inletting. Oh yeah, the bolt stop also was going to show that. We have a nice gap around that, good clearance, and it just looks really, really good. It really did change the personality of the rifle in 5 minutes.
Tremendously. That's a pretty wild color scheme, and I kind of like it, I got to admit.
I like to pick stuff that's going to look cool on video and look cool in the photos for articles, and then, you get it out of the box, and you're like, well, I absolutely love that. So what I think we should do next, let's go have some fun shooting with this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Well, here we are at the Ultimate Reloader Industrial Yard. You guys have seen a lot of shooting here. It's kind of our place to just do some quick shooting, ring some steel, have some fun. So what do you think, Guy?
I'm thinking that we've got a lot more gun than we need for these short ranges, but that's going to be fun. I'm interested in seeing how the stock feels when we're actually shooting it.
Yeah, this is a great way to get that kind of offhand shooting first impressions on ergos and dynamics. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Center punch. Oh.
3 out of 4. I'll live with that.
That's some authority on that target.
Nice.
Stack of dead deer.
That's 4 dead deer. We better go get some more tags.
Well, that was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
These projects, I love it when you can just kind of instantly change the personality of a rifle. And when things just drop in and fit perfectly, you know?
That was slick. Yeah, there was no kind of prep work or anything. You say, well, there's a stock, there's a barreled action.
Yep.
In it went, tighten it down, you torqued it nice, and we'll come out here and shoot it, and everything's working perfectly. It's feeding good, it's shooting good. I like the stock. I got to admit, I saw it in the shop, and I said, that thing looks like a race car or a race boat or something like that. And it had been, the rifle had been so drab, you know, which makes sense. I mean, that's the market. It's a hunting rifle.
Sure.
That's what Bergara sells it as. And so it had that really subdued camouflage stock, which I liked. But this one actually feels awfully nice. Higher comb, adjustable length of pull. It's pretty slick.
It's kind of a visual centerpiece. I mean, you know, you pull this out at the range and people are definitely going to notice.
I had better shoot good with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you know, the offhand shooting, it was really nice. I like the weight of it with the 6.5 Creedmoor and the brake. It's just very pleasant to shoot.
It is.
These edges, I was kind of joking a moment ago that it reminds me of the iPhone 4. You guys remember that? The crisp edges that kind of give you something to grab onto. And it obviously affects the pattern of those laminate layers on there as well. The way that they got this to work out is just absolutely amazing.
Looks cool.
Yeah. So, you know, some simple shooting offhand, that's kind of no big deal. What do you think would be next steps now that you have a more target-friendly config here?
Well, you know, you've made some really tight groups with that, roughly half MOA with it, and I haven't got quite that good with it, but I'm still see it as a hunting rifle. Now, I may have to go put, you know, sunglasses on the deer, but I still see it as a hunting rifle. Varmint, target, deer. Yeah, I'll give it a try, you know, and if we wind up scaring all the deer away with it, well, no, I don't think we will.
Yeah.
I have to wear a bright orange vest.
True.
So, you know.
That's a good point. You know, I think what would be interesting would be good to go to the next level with bedding it as well. I mean, if you really want to see what kind of groups you can get, do a bedding job on it. It already has the aluminum pillars, so I think a skim bedding job would probably do wonders. But I think first it'd be cool to shoot it off the bench just to see where it's at now. You know?
Right.
Yeah. So this story is a wrap for now, but we've also got a ton of other Boyds stories. We've got your 4570 with walnut furniture, that upgrade coming very shortly. We did the 22-250. You're going to want to go all the way back to our 7 PRC build, where, you know, we got some phenomenal results there. That thing is an absolute tack rifle.
It is. It is.
It's the only Magnum rifle I have that's easy to shoot in the 3s. The only exception would be the other one that I built.
The only exception,
which is even heavier.
Rifle.
I don't know. Magnum rifles are hard to shoot accurately.
They are.
You know, for some reason, that one just it drives well.
It does. No, that's a good rifle.
Yep.
And it looks great for hunting. It's green, unlike
unlike
this one.
Yeah, exactly. It looks a little bit more at home in the woods. Our question for you is a couple different things. First, what Boyds products, rifles, types of stocks, you know, form factors, what would you like to see here on the channel? And then the second is, have you done a cool rifle project with Boyds hardwood gun stock? Drop a comment, share your experiences, share your ideas with us. Thank you again, Guy.
Thank you.
For partnering with me on this story. Tons of fun. That concludes this video, and that means it's time to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, where we've got unrestricted content, and Instagram. Make sure to follow us on all those channels. Ultimate Reloader also has a commercial solutions division serving law enforcement, the military, and the gun industry. We have some unique capabilities, including a comprehensive suite of recoil testing and evaluation capabilities, trigger profiling, and more. If you're interested in custom rifles like what we build here on the channel or gunsmithing services, you're going to want to go to rifles.ultimatereloader.com and get on the wait list. If you want to learn lucrative gunsmithing like what I show here on the channel, including building custom rifles and Cerakote plus a whole bunch more, you're going to want to check out the Colorado School of Trades, schooloftrades.edu. Thanks again for watching.